Take it away, fellas.
Thank you, voice girl, and welcome once again to another edition of the Manspace Podcast. Now, this is the voice of Russ, and with me, as always, is my co-host who is excited because he got him a new pair of Blinky Doos for Christmas. Yes.
Blinky Doos, Blinky Doos, one for use. Blinky Doos, boy, these are the greatest shoes.
I swear I don't know how to come back to this. I'm going to insult you one day first. I promise. I'm going to insult you one day first. I had no idea that there was a song with Blinky Doos. I don't even know what they are, but apparently they're shoes.
They're shoes.
They're shoes. But I got another pair, so I'm going to give you some too. So,
one more time.
Oh my God.
Oh, you got to do the dance with it too. You got to.
I don't know nothing about that. You're not gonna get me with that one because I can see myself being a meme right now, and I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that.
Oh man,
you just ready for all the shenanigans already.
I am, man. We're starting 2025 hot, my friend.
My friend, straight up shenanigans central.
Yeah, man. Listen, bruh. 2024 ended rough for me.
Yeah, I know it did, man.
I mean, we had the passing of Chloe, and then it's like right after that, my uncle passed away.
Oh, wow, man.
Yeah, so he had been battling prostate cancer for like the last year. And we'd done some shows talking about prostate cancer, and I'm gonna get into another show a little bit later on to talk about more in depth about prostate cancer and men, getting checked and following up.
It is the most important thing.
It is, and catching it early is the main thing.
Yeah, man.
And I mean, we had Saphir on who was 46, 47.
Yeah, he went through it,
and he was diagnosed with stage 4.
Yeah.
So it's a lot to it, man. But as rough as that year ended, man, bruh, I can say I started 2025 off with a laugh, and it's always good when I can laugh at myself.
Yeah. Oh God, here we go. Bruh, you got to tell us about this one.
I'm just, for those that are watching on. I'm gonna play a video.
Oh, here we go.
Okay.
All right.
Bro, that's when you are coming in hot.
Did you see the face?
I was hitting the wrong
pass. I knew it. I
had seconds to spare. There were several compound words that came out of my mouth.
Hey, that face, you were straight serious. I mean, you was all about business. And it got worse after you punched it in the second time.
Yeah. And then I'm fumbling because now I got
to
get
the
door
key.
locked. I got to get the key out. Then my wife comes and opens the door, and you hear her laughing.
Yes, I heard.
As I go running past her, and I'm like, don't make me laugh. Don't make me laugh, as I'm trying to get into the bathroom. And what made it worse is that I had on the suspenders.
Oh,
and not
what else should have been easy?
Not the breakaway suspenders. I got the ones that hook into your belt loops.
Oh, you should have just went blah, blah.
Bro, you saw I had on a full jacket.
I did.
It was zipped up in the picture. Under my jacket was my shirt, which was over my suspenders. My suspenders were not on the outside. they were under my shirt, so I couldn't get my pants off because I'd have thought it'd been easy. Just run in there, boop, push them down, and I'm good. I couldn't get them off. I'm sitting there struggling. Bro.
That would have been a savage mode for me. Them bad boys would have popped me because I would have yanked all the belt loops loose. All of them, they would have had to go.
It was brutal.
Yeah, I can only imagine. But you know, that teach you a lesson. You don't want to wear the suspenders in the proper manner. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I'm gonna hang them underneath my shirt. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Here you go. You better start wearing them outside.
Got to, man. Got to, because I'm sitting there. And for me, I still don't like to tuck my shirts in. I like to wear my shirts out. So because I wear the shirts out, I wear my suspenders under my shirt. You know, because I don't want to keep, getting up, getting down, and having to keep pulling up my pants every 5 seconds.
Yeah.
You know, or and I don't want to wear my belt tight enough to cut off my circulation either.
I got a suggestion for you. Get you some blinky do ones, the little alligator clip. You just pop them boys. Oh man! Look at that, man! You get you some blinky suspenders, bro, and you wear now. You get some alligator with you could get some that's so gangster with the alligator head with the 2 little diamonds and the rubies in the eyes. They look gangster sitting there holding your pants up by his teeth. You know what I mean? But when you get that thing, you just gotta slap him. Pop, pop.
What went through my mind was when because I laughed so hard at the video where the guy runs to the door. He's trying to unlock the door and he's got to poop.
Yeah.
And you hear the sheer pain in his voice when he says, "It's locked." That went through my mind.
Luckily, your wife was in the area.
She heard me fumbling.
Because you would have had the exact same experience.
Yes, because that went through my mind, but compound words were coming out.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad we don't have one in a camera in my garage door,
Yeah.
Because I experienced something similar. And I did let all the words out because I couldn't get the key in. I just couldn't get it in there. And I almost broke the key. I come in the house running. I'm throwing stuff off. My wife upstairs, she's like, "What's going on?" She comes running downstairs like, "Oh, bathroom, slam." No fan, no nothing. No light, no fan. I just went, oh. Woo.
Just sometimes 2025.
Hey man, you just gotta. I feel dirty now. I need a shower.
Sometimes you just be coming in hot, man. Horrid. Speaking of 2025,
yes, sir.
Did you make any resolutions for this year?
I did not.
I did not either. But I was looking this up and just seeing what the top 5 resolutions for 2025 were. And it seems like I would say that these are probably the top 5 you can say every year. But let me just see if you agree with these.
All right, top 5.
All right, number 1 is spend more time with family and friends.
Maybe. It's overrated. Shit's overrated, man.
Oh gosh. Okay.
Yeah.
Number 2 is to lose weight.
I'm that is a goal for me this year.
Yeah. Yeah.
A targeted goal.
Okay. Okay. You setting a target. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. That is a targeted goal for me.
Okay.
That's why I'm not making it a resolution. It's a
Just
targeted goal.
yeah.
I do better with things that are written down that I can
Mhm.
look at and track. You
Okay.
know what I'm saying? So yeah, targeted
Okay.
goal.
Good. Good.
Mhm.
All right. Number 3 is to exercise more.
Well, that's part of number 2. How
Kind
the
of,
hell
yeah.
you gonna lose weight if you don't exercise?
I mean, you could be trying to bulk up, add muscle, get so exercise more from that standpoint.
We go be okay. Anyway,
I,
it's part of number 2 for those people. But
I,
anyway,
I'm afraid of that one. I'm afraid of that.
I'm afraid of all of them too.
Yeah, yeah.
They finally found the miracle drug.
Mm, really,
That's that Ozempic and
yeah,
something else. And there's some
yeah.
people
But
who
see,
need it can't get it.
but there are side effects to both of those. But
Absolutely.
there's a third one
Mhm.
that I was talking to my doctor about it, right? Because Ozempic and Wegovy are like 200 and something dollars,
Yeah.
a shot.
Mounjaro. Yeah.
Mounjaro. Mounjaro is more expensive, but it doesn't have any side effects
Side
according to my
effects.
doctor. But it's
Yeah.
more expensive than the others.
Yeah.
So
And also probably not covered by your insurance.
none of them are. None of them are covered by your insurance.
Ozempic is.
Only if you're diabetic.
Only if you're diabetic. That's true.
Yes. Yes. So for everybody
Ding,
else
ding,
that
ding,
just
ding.
want to look good, you know, yeah, if you don't got the sugar, you ain't getting it.
Well, call me sugar, honey. You know what I'm saying?
Oh goodness.
It's a journey.
It is.
I turned it down because I
Yeah.
think the listeners know that I've confessed to have diabetes,
Mhm,
right? And it's a journey.
mhm,
Metformin, we
yeah.
can get all into this it's another whole thing.
Woo! Will not do
But
that one.
yeah, but I tell you, I took it for a while and it 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 hurt me.
So
Mhm,
I last year,
mhm.
when we did this show last year, I was
Yeah.
talking about how sick I was,
Mhm.
during the holidays. What actually happened was I was taking metformin during that time frame,
There you go. There you go.
and I thought I got food poisoning, but
But it was the
it was because
metformin.
it was the metformin
Yeah, yeah,
along with some adult beverages
yeah.
that were rather
Yeah.
excessive, and
Mhm.
I was, like, sick as a dog for several days, like,
Oh, yeah.
bro, I dropped 23 pounds in 3 days.
Mhm.
That's just
Oh,
how sick I was.
it'll help you lose weight, not the way
Yeah,
you want, though.
not the way you want to.
Not the way you wanted to. But
Right.
I got taken off of that, got put on something else, and it's just not working quite right.
Mhm.
So I thought about using
Ozempic.
the shot, yeah,
Yeah,
just to see if that will help me out a little
yeah,
bit better because it's once a week. But they offered it to me, and I was like, I'm not shooting myself in the stomach,
yeah,
I'm
yeah,
not doing that.
yeah,
And now I'm
for
like,
me,
yeah,
I'm still not covered, right?
mhm,
So my doctor told me, yeah, he could get it for me, and I just, go and shoot myself, or I could just come into
yeah,
the office and he'll do it. I'm like, no,
yeah,
I'm not doing it. I don't want to
yeah,
do it. I'm cheap,
yeah.
so I'm
I
not
was just
spending
about to say a couple $100 a month just to
right.
do that.
Yeah, so I'm like, I'm not doing it. That's not gonna
Man,
happen. So
do you know how many other things we could have that couple hundred
right.
dollars a month? Yeah.
Because, here's the thing. I just can't do it. My wife would want to do it. So if I do it, she's gonna do it. So that's 400 and some dollars. I'm like, nah, bro. I got goals. I got other things that we could be doing
Same
together.
here. That's why
You
I'm gonna
know,
get the prescription and be like, here, baby, here go your half.
right, right. You know.
My wife,
All right,
she ain't gonna let me hit it with no needle anyway. She gonna be like, you play too much. You
right.
know what I'm saying?
So, no, have you seen the South Park episode of the Ozempic stuff?
No.
it goes on for a couple days, right?
Oh God.
And yeah, it's very funny because
Uh-huh.
you know, Randy, one of the dads, is
Mhm.
selling weed and when all this stuff is going on. And so something happens where he runs out and he thinks like he's going to these weed parties. And
Yeah.
these parties are actually like Ozempic parties
Ozempic
for the
parties.
yeah,
Yeah.
all these women are taking Ozempic. And so he's thinking he's coming in be popular with them, thinking he's bringing weed to the party,
Yeah.
and he coming into an Ozempic party. And
Yeah.
it's like,
Oh
oh,
God.
okay.
Yeah. A
But
whole
yeah,
nother atmosphere, my guy.
yeah. It's a
Yeah.
hilarious episode. If you get a chance, watch that one.
All right, we'll do.
All right. So number 4 is to eat healthier.
Yeah, I kind of do that already.
Yeah, you've been doing that for a while, and that's something
Yeah.
that I'm working on myself.
Mhm.
Because the Man Space Nation knows I have the sweet tooth, and I
Big
was
time.
yeah,
Big time.
bruh, it took everything in me today when I saw that Bojangles got our friends at Bojangles got a blueberry cobbler. It took everything in me not to hang that left
I
and go to
almost
Bojangles.
I almost called you when I saw it. I said, I'm not telling him, but I
Oh,
know you're gonna see it. But I said, I'm not
what
gonna be
made
the
it
first
crazy?
one.
I saw it just today online. I happened to go to
Yeah.
their website because I
Uh-huh.
was like, oh, I I want something, and I'm like, let me see what they got. They got something that I wanted, and I was
Hmm.
thinking like the Bow Bites or whatever. I'm like, no
Yeah,
wonder if they
yeah,
still offer. So I went to the website and I saw the cobbler. I was like, what in the world?
yeah. Nah, man.
And what
Nah.
makes it even worse was just yesterday, like 3 different recipes popped up in my feed for
Yeah.
making blueberry cobbler, and I
See,
saved all 3 of them,
see,
but
see,
each one
see,
of them did
see.
it
There you go.
differently.
There you go. Right there. There you go. You one step away from the bus. You better
I
stay off
know,
of it.
I know, right? I
Yeah.
know, I know, right? But
Mm-mm.
yeah, I am working a lot better into that because I did do a lot of the cucumber recipes,
Yeah.
and I saved, with the crab meat and slicing the
Slices.
cucumbers, and
Yeah.
yeah,
Mhm.
and those were actually really, really good.
Yeah.
So
Did you do the one with the? It had, I think it had cream cheese in it or
I didn't do the
something.
cream cheese. I did
But
the soy sauce with the Asian the chili mayo, not chili mayo, but the chili sauce,
chili
and
sauce.
yeah,
Okay. I
and
might have
then
to try that.
the crab meat with the smoked salmon, and yeah,
Mm.
yeah, it was very good.
I just ate, and that sounds great.
Yeah,
My stomach
and
said, hey, you did what? Crab
I
meat
know,
and
right?
salmon, huh?
Yeah.
All right. So
So
number 5,
number 5 is to save more money.
another goal.
That is always a goal. I think that
Yeah.
everybody is trying to do that, and it becomes harder and harder as inflation keeps hitting in, and prices keep going higher and higher and
Yeah.
higher. It
Yeah.
becomes, I was talking to little Russ, and she was talking about how she's starting to take her lunch so she doesn't eat
Mhm.
out as much.
Yeah. And
And
that's
that's the thing.
awesome.
Yeah, and I try to, explain it to my wife, and she's like, "Well, it's the same money." I'm like, "No, it isn't.
No.
No, it isn't. If you cook at home, you're gonna make a couple of meals off of it,
Yeah.
you
And you
know."
can take some of that meal for lunch the
Right,
next day. Yeah.
right,
It
right.
sounds great in theory.
In theory, it's not like the old days where you could go get you a meal for $6.
No,
You can't
no, no,
do
no, no.
that anymore.
It's
Now,
12, $15 now, man.
right? Just
Yeah.
just for one of you. So don't let you and your wife go out to eat.
Bruh, salad
Bruh,
costs you $11. That's some
bruh,
stinking
the
lettuce.
number of times I done spent
Jeez.
$50 just for lunch?
Yes, me too. I know.
I'm
Hell,
just like, bruh,
I did it over the weekend. I
I'm
absolutely know.
I'm like, for lunch, and she's talking about, "Oh, what's for dinner?" I'm like, "You better be still
Nothing.
full for lunch."
You better take with that little black and white container that you got. You
Right.
better eat
I
that.
know you didn't finish all
I
of
know
it.
you didn't finish it off. And if you don't eat it, I am. You know what
Right,
I'm saying?
right,
Because we ain't wasted nothing. My wife get on me
right.
because I have to confess.
Mhm,
So yesterday,
mhm.
right? So I told you we've been on the health kick
Yeah.
thing,
Mhm.
So the other day I decided to steam some fresh broccoli,
Okay.
stir fry some chicken thighs with some onions and mushrooms and
Sounds good.
peppers,
Mhm.
and then mix the two together.
Mhm.
However, I made a slight miscalculation.
Okay.
I cooked the broccoli too long. Where
So it's a little mushy.
So it was you need to do it al dente and
Yeah.
then throw it in there and mix
Right.
everything up, and then it softens up a little bit more throughout that
Right.
cooking process. Well, I had it right at the cooking process, the done
Mm.
process. So anyway, it was still good, right?
Mhm.
But it was just broccolishly.
Yeah. Yeah.
There was no more florets. And I,
Right.
and that's another thing. They're jipping you buying them florets in the bags. Stop it.
Yes. Yes.
Is mainly stock. It is
Yep.
not
Wait. Wait.
florets.
Wait. 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 Do we need to do what grinds my gears off of this? Let you get on your soapbox. Here we go.
No,
Let's drop this in there. Let's
that's
drop
a
this in there.
drop. So, ladies and gentlemen, do you know what grinds my gears the most? I went to the grocery store last week, right? I call myself on this health kick. So I bought a bunch of bagged frozen vegetables, okay? Because the fresh ones, if you're not cooking them that day or the next day, they don't last as long, right?
Mhm.
So I decided to make a meal: broccoli, chicken, onions, peppers, you know, season it all up. And this was going to be my bowl.
Right.
So I opened up a bag of broccoli, frozen.
Mhm.
And what torqued my underwear the most was how many stalks were cut up as pieces of broccoli. Not the florets, mind you. The bag said
Yeah.
family,
Florette.
family
Yes.
of florets.
Yeah.
Broccoli florets. I'm thinking, oh, these the little green
Yeah.
things, blah, 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 blah,
Yep.
blah.
Florets. Yes. The
I
tips.
opened up the bag, pour it in the steamer,
Yeah.
and all I heard was brrrr. It's like BBs fell inside of the steamer, bro. It had 8 florets in this bag.
No.
8. I counted them. 8. As I was cussing the whole time, right? No wonder it was buy one, get one half off.
Right.
Right. So I'm like, oh, you can't tell me buying one nothing and get the one half off. Because I'm gonna buy 6. Right? So now I got 11 bags of stock in my deep freezer. I'm pissed off. Even still today. This was a
Oh
meal that
God.
we had like 2-3 days ago. Right? This was 2-3 days ago. So my wife, as gracious as she is, and this wonderful and supporting woman, she's like, oh, this is great. This is good. It's healthy for us.
Right.
Okay, let's come on, eat it. So I eat some. The taste was there,
Mhm.
but it was mush with chicken. So I was peed off,
Right.
right?
Right.
So the leftovers go in the refrigerator. Okay. Now we're still healthy.
Right. Still
So
healthy. Still healthy.
still healthy. A few
Mhm.
days later, what are we gonna have for dinner? Well, let's throw a roast
What?
in the pot in the crock pot, right?
Mhm.
And we'll have some steamed broccoli.
Mm.
Since I went through this drama with the bags a couple days ago, and I
Mhm.
got 11 bags in the deep freezer. Okay. I go to the store and I buy 2 fresh eggs,
Mhm.
right? And I just cut the florets off. Do you know I had almost like 60 floret heads in this steamer? and I threw the stalks away because I was like, well, I got a whole bunch of frozen stalks out in the garage.
Right.
No need for me to steam them. I can go
Mm.
get some from the garage. But it was the best tasting broccoli. But and it held together properly because I didn't go past al dente on this one, right? Got
Learned your
some
lesson.
learned my lesson. Got me some spray butter and
Mhm.
put it on there and a little seasoning, and it was perfect. It
As
was
Mama Russ
perfect.
says, a little bit of a Chef Boyardee there.
Yeah, just so now I want to go in my deep freezer and I want to throw those 11 bags of garbage away. But I can't go and buy broccoli florets every day because that
Mm,
means I got to go to the store every day to
right.
get broccoli florets, right? So I told my wife this weekend I'll be buying a new toy. I will be buying a food saver, and,
Yes, those are very handy.
and I will be cutting my own broccoli florets
Mhm.
and putting them in food saving bags.
Yeah.
I'm going to keep the stalks too. You know why? Because that's a healthy treat for me later in the evening with a little bit of, even though it shouldn't have it,
You
but it's
should.
still, but it's better than eating a honey bun.
Yeah, that is very true.
So I
That is
have to
very true.
positive manner here, sir. Right? This has
Yeah.
to be positive for me.
That's what we are. We are a positive show.
I like
So
honey
yeah,
buns and cupcakes and doos and all of that stuff. Cinnamon rolls, pound cakes, 7-Up cakes, upside down pineapple cakes, peach
so
cobbers. I
we
like all of that.
we are gonna get ready and take a break while Les has his big back moment over there.
Oh, I'm dying because I ain't had that in like months, years. I need
Oh
some
man.
sweet, y'all. Oh Lord.
But listen, we got a new sponsor. Listen, Fire and Desire is now Infinite Notes. It is the same great smell, but it is just with the new name. Shop
Yeah.
infinitenotes.shop. That's infinitenotes.shop. Guys, pick up some fire because it has an unforgettable scent that ignites your confidence. And ladies, get Desire, a captivating fragrance that embodies elegance and allure. And for a limited time, use the code Chloe. That's Chloe, KHLOE, and get 10% off your first purchase at infinitenotes.shop. And on
Yeah.
that note, we'll be right back. And we are back with more of the Man Space podcast. Now, Les,
Yes, sir.
I think a lot of times most people in relationships have some sort of a past.
Yes.
You do
Some
have
sort.
some people,
Yeah.
some sort of a past. But the past becomes even murkier the older you get and get into new relationships because a lot of times you're dealing with relationships where people have children.
Yes, very much so.
And these may not even be your children. You may be dealing with a woman. You've dated women that have had children. Not talking
Absolutely.
about Mrs. Les, because
Yeah,
you did
absolutely.
merge
Before.
and
Mhm.
but prior to Mrs. Les, you dated women that had children,
Yeah,
right?
absolutely.
You
Yeah,
know, and so sometimes you do get attached to those children.
you do.
But um I'm gonna play a video. This comes from Unc and Ocho, the nightcap,
Mhm.
where they were talking about they actually play a video and react to it, where a woman is having an issue with her husband who bought Christmas presents for his previous ex children.
Yes. Yeah. Not wife though. I don't think she was a
Not
girlfriend.
wife. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All he said is in there is ex, but they're not his kids.
His
We know
kids.
that much.
Yeah.
They're not his kids. All right, so I'm gonna play this. This is just shy of 4 minutes.
All right.
Let me get this correct. You're not obligated to buy another woman who you used to date her children toys. You're not obligated to do that.
Right, no.
What makes you feel like you have a right to do that and take my credit card to buy them? I have nothing to do with that.
Katina, it's our credit card. Just because it's your credit card, we are married. So that means it's our credit card.
So
right?
you're going to be disrespectful like that and spend my money, our money, on some other kids?
It ain't no some other kids, Katina. They once was in my life. Once upon a time, that was my ex and her children. They don't know their father. Their father is locked up and incarcerated. So I bought them kids.
Well, I know one thing. You better run me back my money. You better put that money.
What do you mean? You better run back around me. You don't even sound right. I don't want to hear no more of this.
No. You better put my money. Don't walk away from me when I'm trying to have a conversation with you. Make sure you put my money back on my card.
Okay, I like the situation. I understand. I understand where he's coming from. It's an ex I used to date. The kids situation, been around them for a very long time, understanding the circumstance that they're in. Mom might not be in a position to be able to get the kids gifts. It's the holidays. You know what? I'm going to take it upon myself to get gifts for the kids because I know they might not be able to get them because there's nobody in your life to do so because their father is incarcerated. Now, as the woman, I understand where she's coming from as well. Man, what you doing? You ain't dating her no more. Now, he didn't get anything for the woman. He got it for the kids. Now that, when it comes to the kids, I don't play by the kids. So I have a good understanding of why he did it. And I also see her side where it's coming from. They have a joint account. I think what he should have done is he should have let her know first. I say, baby.
Hey, there you go.
Listen.
Why didn't he let her know? Tell the people since he should have let her know. Why didn't he let her know?
He didn't let her know because he knew if he told her, she was gonna say, you ain't doing that because you're not with the lady no more, and those kids aren't your responsibility. But the woman also not understanding not the word chemistry, the relationship I had having those kids in my life.
You care so much about them, why don't you stay?
Huh?
Why don't you stay in those kids' life? If the daddy's not there, they don't know that dad. You care about them kids so much, why don't you stay?
You ain't had to say it like that. With me and the mama, we ain't work out. We ain't work out.
But them kids wasn't enough to keep you there? I thought you stayed for the kids.
I'm talking about that specific situation. Hey, listen, I understand where she's coming from, but listen, hey, and you know how you end that conversation?
How?
That he even arguing back. I'm just saying, if I was in his shoes, baby, listen, I know I spend the money. I know you don't like it. What I'm gonna do? I'm gonna put the money back on your card. Matter of fact, I'm gonna double what I spent and put it back on the card.
Yeah, that's a conversation you have before. That's a conversation you have if you're in a marriage and first of all, that's going to cause money out of sight, cause a fight because now she don't know where that money went. Now you told her, babe, where that $500, where that $1,000 went? Well, my ex. I don't really know a whole lot of people that's going to be okay if they're married or they're in a relationship with their partner, be it man or woman, buying gifts for the ex's kids. Now, I could be wrong. Then it might be some, huh?
Were they his? They weren't his kids, though.
They weren't his kids.
Yeah, see, okay.
Yeah, no, not his kids.
I say some women would be understanding if the kids were yours.
Yeah, you ain't got no choice but to be a damn understanding. They're my kids. I'm buying gifts.
Right.
Ain't itch to understand with that one now.
I mean, there's some valid points. Some very valid points, but the most valid one I can get out of that was exactly what we say all the time is communication. He should have had a conversation with his spouse first if he was going to do that. Now, I have a caveat, right? If that wife didn't know about those kids from the very beginning and how much he cared about them, you know what I mean? That's more of a problem because he's still in contact with them. How does he know?
There you go.
How does he know these things?
There you go. Yeah.
If he's not in contact with them.
Yes.
And the wife don't know. That's the bigger problem.
Yep. I was reading some of the comments that was posted about this. One right off the top. The real question is, why is he still in contact with the ex and he's married? Bruh, you should have talked to your lady first. He should have cleared it with his wife first.
Yeah.
The husband is wrong and he know he's wrong. Let's see. Because he's still messing with the lady. Ooh.
Well,
I ain't gonna go there. I ain't gonna
go there either, but that thought crossed my mind.
Yeah. The man is married. You don't make decisions like that on your own. Dude was 100% wrong.
Okay.
And here it comes back to, why is he still in contact with his ex?
Bam.
And then, why didn't he use his own money? He could have told her, why sneak it out and just done it. And the last one, to your point, communication is the key.
Yeah, but the one before the last one, that's somebody with some experience.
Yeah. I mean,
and deception. You know what I'm saying? That's deception.
Like why would you use the credit card? Especially if it's her credit card. Because
if he uses the credit card for everything else.
What I gathered from that is that it's her credit card that she got the credit. She's got the credit. So it's either in her name or she added him to it.
Yeah.
That's kind of the way I took that with the credit card.
That's how I took it too.
Right.
You know, and he could be coming off something. We don't know his situation.
We don't know his situation.
We don't know his situation.
His own money.
Well,
and then
that would have been the smartest thing to do.
Why is he still in contact with the ex when he's married?
Those are all great questions.
Especially when these are not his kids.
And they're not his kids.
They're not his kids.
Right. And
if these kids
we can speculate all day.
Yeah. If these kids were that important to me, then my wife would have known about
wife would have known about them. Exactly.
From the time we were dating all the way up through us getting married. She would have known about these kids
because they would have been there. They would have been there.
Right.
They would have been there. Regardless of my situation with her, the ex, or whatever, if those kids meant that much to me and I was still playing their daddy, they would still be in my life. And you would know them. And I wouldn't have had to sneak around and purchase anything for them because you would have helped make sure that I got them.
Right. Absolutely.
Yeah. When I saw it the first time, I had to play it back because I didn't watch it all the way to the end because I had drew my own little formula. You know how we do. I went off half cock. Right? And then I'm like, well, hold on. Let me go back. So I listened to the whole thing all the way through. And I came, we talked about what we came up with. But the first thing I said to myself, I know my wife, right? And the first thing she would have said, why are you still in contact with them?
Yep.
She wouldn't have cared about the money that I spent, the credit card that I used, any of that. My wife would have asked the primary first question, why are you still in contact with them? We are married and we have been married for X amount of time.
Yep.
That's in the discussion right there.
Perception is somebody's
reality. Absolutely.
You may have had the best intention in the world, but the perception of it.
Yeah.
Because you tried to do this without telling her first. Because you tried to do this on the sneak tip.
And now this is a stain on your jacket, bro, that'll never come off. This is a stain on your jacket that will never come off.
Man.
You can't explain that away.
Bruh, you know what, man? You know what really happened?
What happened?
Blinky dudes are expensive, man.
Blinky doos, juice, Plinkly juice, Plinkly juice. Boy, these are the greatest.
I'm gonna take that button from you. I'm trading you for 5 years to take that button from you. I'm gonna take that button from you. Oh my God. Oh my God.
But seriously though, man.
Yeah.
Why the perception? I mean, she is 100% right.
She in the right. 100.
I mean, and he just basically got defensive. He's like, no, I'm not putting that money back on there.
Yeah.
Because he got defensive because he knew he was wrong and he had nothing else he could say.
Yeah. He was done. The conversation was over with.
Yeah.
You know, when he said that, you know, whatever, that conversation was done. He was clocked out. He was not, I'm done with this. Yeah, you're done with it. You're for sure done with it. Because I'm gonna tell you right now, my wife would have went home and took my name off that car.
Oh yeah.
That's
and
what that's
coming. A lot too.
Yeah,
a lot on you. But here's the thing. That's why he snuck and did it.
Yes, because he knew
he
knew what was going to happen.
It was going to be an argument.
Yeah,
he knew exactly what happened in that video was what it was going to be about. He knew it was going to lead to an argument if he even asked her about it.
Yeah,
and he didn't think he was going to get caught.
Yep.
He just wasn't smart enough not to use his own money.
Well, bro, anytime you doing something and you use something which your spouse,
there's a paper trail.
It's a paper trail.
Everything has a paper trail, dog.
Listen, when I used to swipe our house account, my wife gets the alerts.
Bro, I went down the street, used my card to buy some deep fried peanuts one day, and the email text went to my wife.
What?
I'm like, whoa, hold up. How she got the alert that I used my card.
How you get it right? That's what I said the same thing.
So there's a paper trail for everything,
bro. And but you know what? Accountability is everything. You know what I mean? And generally, we're both good dudes, right? So we're pretty much accountable for everything that we do and say. Now, I get a little crazy on the shopping tips sometimes, right? I buy what I want.
Yeah,
I don't within reason. I haven't went off and done. Well, I kind of did, but anyway, you know, I buy within reason. If it's going to benefit both of us, I don't think about it as much as when it comes to just benefiting me.
So if it's for me and I'm spending less than $100, I don't think twice about it because it's coming out of my money, right?
Right.
We have our joint account. She has her account. I have my account. We have a couple of joint accounts, right?
Yeah.
Right. And diversify everything, but I have money in my account.
Yeah.
So if I spend less than $100, even if it's coming out of my account, I don't worry about it. It's for me, right? If I buy something for her that's more than $100, right? I'm buying it for her as a gift. I don't think twice about it, right?
Comes out of my
come out of my account.
That's right. That's right.
If I buy something that comes out of my account that's more than $100 and it's for me, there's a discussion about it.
Yeah.
Even if it's for me.
Yeah.
I talk these things through with her.
Yeah.
Because of the simple fact that I know that a lot of times I don't impulse buy. I research. Right? If I'm going to spend more than $100 on something, I'm going to research it. So I'm going to talk it through with her. Even if
same here.
Right? Even if she has zero interest in it. I got the Xbox X sitting over there, right? She has zero interest in it whatsoever.
Yeah.
Right? But I had a whole 3-week conversation with her
about
prior to
the purchase.
And I talked myself in, I talked myself out. She sat there and listened, but it was not the fact of me spending the money and coming out of my account. It's the fact of she knew.
Yeah. Well, it's funny that you say that, right? Because my wife has my pattern down. Because I'm also a researcher. When I'm purchasing, I research. I'm all over YouTube. All of the TVs are connected to YouTube.
Yeah.
Right? So I'm searching, I'm looking. So she says to me right before Christmas, she says, "So you're gonna buy it?" I said, "What are you talking about? What are you talking about?" She says, "You know, that thing you've been watching on YouTube." I was like, "I don't know what you're talking about." Went to YouTube, showed me the video. She said, "You getting that?" You know, I said, "Well, yes, that's something that I want personally. You know, so I'm gonna purchase this for me."
Were they blinky?
She was trying. They were not blinky dudes.
Fun for me, fun for yous. Blinky doos, blinky doos.
You having too much fun with this blinky do stuff. Her whole thing was I hadn't told her what I wanted for Christmas. So she was looking for something, and she was like, "Well, this is what you do. If you're going to buy something, you watch 1,000 videos on it, right? You watch all the reviews, you watch all of the features, the setups, the reviews, you know, the year laters. You watch all of that stuff." And I was like, "I do." She was like, "So everything that you've purchased, you've done this way, and you've been this way for years. So I always know when you're getting ready to buy something." You know, she's like, "Because you watch it on YouTube all the time." You know, I was like, "Oh, okay, I guess you're right." You know, she is though. I mean, she's right, but I have a limit of $500 out of my personal account before I say, I will say, "Babe, I'm going to go get this." There's not a whole lot of conversation about it because one, she already knows what I'm looking at. Two, if I want it, I'm going to go get it. We have that type of relationship though, right? If I want something, I'll go get it. Okay. Same thing with her. She don't, all her lookups though are on her phone. So I don't know what the hell she'd be looking at. You know what I mean? But she talks to me and I make mental notes of everything she says she wants. Every time. Always. And I use those mental notes to fulfill her yearly purchase list. You know what I'm saying? You know, but some things I don't allow her to buy stuff that's super expensive. Let me take that back. I have allowed her to buy some stuff that's expensive. But I gave it back to her.
Yeah. Let's go in here and let's get the last word.
Yeah, man.
And now, the last word.
It's on you, Les.
I knew you were going to put this on me today.
Yes.
And my last word of today, and it's just going to be a word, just one word: fulfillment. Go out every day and fulfill yourself with things that make you feel good and the things you want to do.
Wait, what does that got to do with the topic of the day?
You caught me off guard. I thought you had a video or something. I was like, I'm like, huh?
We got to go back in and wrap up our topic.
Oh my God. All right.
We're talking about the Ocho video. This Unkin Ocho. Hold on. Let me set you up again. Oh, gosh. Here we go.
And now, the last word.
So my last word today. This was a very, I don't want to say eye-opener. Oh, But last word of today, communication.
Yes.
Right. You need to have communication in your relationship, right? You can't expect to do things in a relationship and not to have conversations about the things that have been done. Okay. And you can't be out here being shady, you know, because one thing leads to another.
Yeah.
One day you're buying gifts, the next day you're buying dinner, the next day you're paying rent. I mean, there's a lot of different things that comes along with things. Be upfront, communicate with your spouse or your partner, and things will be much better. I truly believe the more informed your partner is, the outcomes will become different.
I agree with you. I agree with you. But I'm going to take it a step further and say the word of transparency. Because if he was transparent with everything that was going on,
that's true.
It wouldn't be an issue. You're not sneaking. You're not trying to hide it. If he was transparent, it's a step further than communication. You let her know everything that's going on. You don't have to hide anything. It's not an issue. She already knows, and she knows to trust it because you're transparent with her about everything.
Exactly. And you're absolutely right.
So
I mean,
so now if he's late coming home from work, she's not sitting there thinking, "Oh, he over there with that chick. Why is he over there? Yeah, he over there trying to see them kids and that girl again." You know, he's transparent about it.
Yeah,
right.
I agree. But you know, both of those things fall hand in hand.
Yeah.
You know, being able to communicate, being truthful, and transparency.
Yeah.
Right. You know, you first of all, those should be 3 of the golden rules you should have in a marriage anyway. Absolutely, man. Yeah. So, hey, my boy, I wish you luck. I wish you luck, and I hope you learned something from that situation.
And when you have to pay alimony, whew, yeah, because that one's not going to be pretty. And let's take it to break. As we do each week, we like to close the show with just a little bit of inspiration. The word of the week is laziness. To overcome laziness, you have to remember it doesn't define you. It's just a moment, not a mindset. Progress is made by every step forward, no matter how small it is. You see, the goal is to get started where you are, use what you have, and do what you can. It's simple. Action breeds momentum, and momentum creates success. The hardest part of anything that you do is getting started. But once you do, you're already winning. ManSpace Nation, let's keep pushing, keep growing, and keep showing up for yourself. You do have what it takes to overcome laziness. Until next time, ManSpace Nation, stay motivated and take that first step. The hardest thing, man, of anything that you're trying to get accomplished is that first step. You got to take the first step.
Got to jump off the couch or jump off the porch.
Whether you did set resolutions this year and you want to lose weight, you want to save money, you want to eat healthier, you want to, exercise more, it's the first step.
Yeah. I agree. Jump off the porch. My daddy said you will miss 100% of the shots that you never take.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Absolutely, man. That was good.
It was. It's a good show.
Very good show. Very good show.
Yeah.
You know what? And I'm gonna do it one more time.
Blinky Doos, Blinky Doos, one for me, one for yous. Blinky Doos, Blinky Doos, boy, these are the greatest shoes.
I'm coming to get that button. I'm coming to get that button quick.
That's from one of my favorite shows of all time, My Wife and Kids. And Frank, I watched that episode today, and Blinky Doos has been in my mind. Little Franklin singing a song, and then the big muscle guy Calvin, Vanessa's father.
Yeah,
he comes in. He's like, "Are those Blinky Doos?"
Yeah,
he starts singing it. Oh my god, hilarious! Love that episode. Season 4, episode 8, My Wife and Kids. Oh man, great episode. Great episode.
My God.
And on that note, man, Space Nation,
we out of here.
Thank you for listening to this episode of The Man Space.
Whichever platform you listen to us on, make sure you subscribe and don't miss a show.
Remember to keep up with all the Man Space updates on our website, themanspacepodcast.com.
And you can follow us on Instagram at manspacenat1.
Until next time, Man Space Nation, he's Les, I am Russ, and we are out
of here.